So it is a controversial headline, but I'm going to be talking about, really, is there a place for digital marketing in the future? So just a bit of background where I come from. Practicology, we are an e-commerce and omnichannel consultancy, and we're staffed up by ex-heads of e-commerce. We've all been around the block and we've been on the client side of the fence. We've got offices across the world, and increasingly, as Sarah was talking about, more and more of our clients are looking to go internationally to expand the revenue streams going forward, especially with Brexit. One side of the business is consultancy, so we do lots of projects helping internationalise, building your technology roadmap. It could be looking at your customer experience and marketing to see how you can make more money effectively. And the other half of the business is what we call e-commerce as a service. And we've set this up to help businesses who don't really have a full team in place. And so we have a big team of people really skilled up in e-commerce. And so if you have a skills gap, whether it's in marketing or whether it's in technology, we can help you fill that. But today, let me take you back to where I was 20 years ago. So I came out of university. I did A-level in computer science, which a few years ago now. The internet didn't exist back then, or the word the internet didn't. And in my first job as a new media assistant, this was at Auto Trader, we had maybe 5 people in the office and 1 internet connection. And my job was to be the digital marketing manager, as it was then. And I had the remit of go and get people to search for Auto Trader online or get them to use Auto Trader. And so I was doing deals with people like Yahoo, which was pre-Google. And you can see that little banner ad there. That was pretty much the only spot you could buy. It cost me a few £1,000s, and I was fixed there for the whole week. Things have changed a little bit, and now you can't even see the advertising we're buying. And I suppose over the next couple of years, very quickly, we're going to have to gear up to how do we optimize for voice search. It's a whole new world. I guess the point is that things keep changing, and over 20 years, I constantly feel like I don't know enough. So you need to be curious and keep being open to learning more. I then moved into retail back in about 2004. And at Harrods, they pretty much were embarrassed of the e-commerce department, stuck us in the roof right at the top. But what we did do, we were a silo, and what we did do was build a really decent web offering, and we built the team, and we had the data to really back up our marketing decisions, and everything was about last click. It was about optimizing digital marketing to drive sales on the website, not the store. But things have changed since then, and now digital's become mainstream. Boards are really behind the potential of digital. They know it's worth investing in. Yeah, those silos still very much exist, especially in marketing. But customers don't care. They care about buying from a brand. They don't care whether you're a store, whether you're a web department, and so we as businesses need to be structuring in a better way to service the needs of the customer. This diagram I use a lot when we're talking to different clients about how e-commerce has transitioned over the years. So over on the left, standalone e-commerce departments, like I was at Harrods in the roof, they still exist. And you still have lots of these small departments who are pretty much sectioned off from the rest of the business. And that's good because you need to have that to build the capability and the expertise to really drive your digital offering. And we've moved on a bit, and in the middle we've got, we work with the stores, we do click and collect, we're multi-channel, we're omni-channel, but still there's progress that needs to be made. And a lot of the work we do with retailers and brands now is how do we get from this middle section to where we think it should be, which is pretty much distributing digital skills across the whole organization. But what that means for you and anyone in e-commerce or digital marketing is that you might not have a job in a few years' time. There might not be an e-commerce department. There might not be a digital marketing department. The idea being that everyone in the organization, if you're a merchandiser, if you're an analytics or insights person or a salesperson, you should be selling across multiple channels. So in a world with no e-commerce or no digital marketing, what does it mean for the digital marketer? Get ready to stretch. One of the key problems and challenges I've found from recruiting people in this industry and for clients is that people have become more and more siloed. And when I started, you had to do everything because no one else had the skills, so you had to learn it yourself. There wasn't Google, but you had to work out, how do I do digital advertising or write content for the web? But now we're all in these small siloed areas that we don't really have the ability to learn or swap stories. What we do, we just don't do it enough. So my advice would be, if you want to progress within this industry, you really need to start thinking and learning more about other marketing channels, how marketing integrates or contributes to the whole objectives of the business, whether that's revenue or customer acquisition. Yes, you're analytical and you're data-driven, but you need to be creative too. And the creative marketers out there need to be more analytical. So making friends is absolutely key. Marketeers should be talking to the technology people, to the data people. You know, the SEO team should be speaking to PR. Everyone needs to be speaking to each other, learning and collaborating. And your point earlier about failing fast, collaboration and being agile enough to respond to changing customer needs is really essential. And in big organizations with siloed departments, if people don't work together, then you'll never get anything done quickly and you'll stay in your silo. KPIs are key. In the middle, I expect a lot of you will be looking at these as familiar KPIs. Now, things like ROAS, conversion, sales, they're things that we've grown up with. You know, you make money, your job is to make money on your digital platform. But increasingly, on the left, with the traditional marketing KPIs, we need to be thinking about both. Your job is to create marketing to drive customer acquisition, retention, and drive money, or whatever the goal the company has. So you should be thinking about all of these KPIs together, not necessarily the ones your boss has set you. So one last bit of advice, really. So many people forget that there is a customer out there. We sit at our desks, and it's very easy to forget that when you're doing your day job. But do walk through your websites, go to your stores, and put yourself in the shoes of your customer, because only then can you really think about whether what you're doing is helping them achieve what they need. So is it the death of digital marketing? I think digital marketing absolutely needs to die, because we're all marketers and we need to expand and we need to grow and be curious. Thank you.